What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on my YouTube channel. And for those of you that are new around here and don't know who I am, my name's Aaron. I create travel photography and videography based content here on YouTube. So if that is something that you are interested in, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. But as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be discussing with you my packing essentials for a long-term travel. So if you're going to Southeast Asia or Europe, something like that, a long trip, I'm going to be giving you some of my packing essentials that often get overlooked. So if you do find this video useful at any point, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video, put any comments or questions down below in the comment section, and check out the linked playlist on screen right now, which is some related content. But let's just jump into the travel essentials that are often overlooked when traveling around Europe or Southeast Asia. Okay, before we do actually start though, all these products are actually part of my kit, which is always in the description, so go and check it out. So I've got all my kit, which is basically my travel kit and the kit that I use to make YouTube videos, so go and check that link out. And all these products will actually be featured in a video that I'm going to be doing shortly, which is my interrail packing list. So I'm going to show you everything that I pack for an interrail trip around Europe. That will be coming soon to the channel, so keep your eyes peeled, and obviously, as I said, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, to keep an eye out for that video. Okay, so the first packing essential is packing cubes. Now, if you want to organize your packing like you're probably watching this video for, packing cubes is probably the most important thing that you can get. Now, up until a few months ago, I didn't actually know what packing cubes were, but basically they are just cubes that you pack stuff into, and basically it helps you separate things when you're putting them in your main travel bag. I'm going to separate mine like separate clothes, so I'll have shorts in one, t-shirts in another, and so on and so forth. And they just make it very, very easy when you want to access your clothes or anything else when you are packing. They can obviously also be used for electrical items, so it is a very, very easy method of organizing your stuff. And if you have a bag like mine, which is the Osprey 4.55 litre, which actually opens up like a suitcase, again, you can check the linked video on screen right now to a review of that bag. It makes it even more easier to pack because everything is completely organized. Okay, next up is something I didn't actually think I'd ever need, but it's actually a sleeping bag liner. Now, it's not the entire sleeping bag because that would take up a lot of room, but the sleeping bag liner is really, really handy when you're traveling around places like Europe and Southeast Asia and potentially staying in hostels where you may want a bit of extra warmth at night potentially, or just maybe a bit of extra hygiene. Sometimes the beds in the hostels aren't the cleanest, so if you have a sleeping bag liner, then you can get in that instead of getting in the sheets, which you may be a bit suspicious of in hostels. So it's a really great option to have, and it's very, very thin and does pack down very, very easily into your travel bag and doesn't take up any weight at all. So a sleeping bag liner is a great option to take. Okay, next up is one of the most important things in my opinion, and it is TSA approved padlocks, and I preferably go for ones with a combination code, because if you lose the key, if it's one with a key, then you're pretty much screwed. And the only way you're going to forget the combination is if you're absolutely drunk one night and you can't remember it, but that isn't too bad because you'll just wake up the next morning and be able to remember it again straight away. So get with the one with a combination lock, and preferably don't get one which is completely steel on the top. Get one that's like shown on screen right now, which is a bit flexible, because then you can put them through a bit more difficult gaps in bags, and it makes locking the bag much more, easier and more secure. So TSA approved travel locks, padlocks are a great thing to have, and you must have them if you are traveling around Europe and leaving your bags in certain places. And again, with Southeast Asia or anywhere else in the world, it is something that you must take with you. Now, number 4 is a bit of a weird one, but hand sanitizer is actually a really, really good option. When traveling the world, you might not have access to clean water all the time, or water may not be available as often as you'd like, and hand sanitizer is just a great option. Even if you've just been in the sea, or you've been eating food, or you've been climbing a mountain, it's just a great way to keep the, level of cleanness, I'm not too sure on the word, but basically keep your hands clean when you are traveling. It's a really, really important thing to, to do, because you don't want to get ill when you're traveling. That's the last thing you want. You've gone to enjoy yourself. If you get ill from picking up germs, maybe meeting a lot of new people, it sounds mad, but you do want to keep your hands clean, specifically because you're going to be touching your phone, food, stuff like that. So keeping your hands clean is a great thing to have. So take some hand sanitizer, or baby wipes is another great option to keeping yourself clean whilst traveling. Again, number 5 is a bit of a weird one, but it does actually have many uses. And take some black bin bags, and they're basically just massive bags, and they've got a number of uses. As I said, obviously the main ones can be separating dirty and clean, laundry, others storing cables, maybe electrical goods, stuff like that, just wrapping them up just to keep cables separated. And another great feature of the black bin bags is actually using them to keep your bag dry. Most people will have bag covers, but if you lose it, or you don't have one, or you just already used it and it's soaked through, use a black bin bag, put it over your bag, and it will keep the rain out. So it's a really, really great option to have. But mainly most people will use them for laundry. You can just separate the clean and dirty laundry whilst you're waiting to actually get to a place to actually, obviously do fresh laundry. So separating your dirty clothes from clean clothes is a great option, and obviously something you need to do. So taking black bin bags will really help you if you do need to do that. And as I said, keeping your bag dry is a must when traveling. And then the final one is a universal travel adapter. Now, I know most people take travel adapters because you need to. Obviously, when you go to different countries, they have different plug sockets, but a universal travel adapter is great because it pretty much has all of them in one. And quite often, if you're doing a long trip, you may actually stop off at some airports which are on completely different, currency or whatever it is. They're basically electrical places to plug your stuff in. So obviously having a universal travel adapter will help if you are in airports for layovers, because they may have different plug sockets that you need to use. So having a universal one obviously really helps. And another key feature of these universal travel adapters now is they do actually, a lot of them have USB ports. So obviously you can use it to charge obviously electrical stuff, but you can also use it to charge power banks and stuff like that. You can actually plug them into the USB, and obviously you can just plug your phone straight into it. So it's a great option to charge multiple things at once. So do check out some universal travel adapters before going traveling. But that is all for this video. As I said, I just wanted to give you 5 or 6 travel essentials that are often overlooked. And obviously some people may have already thought about these, but quite a few people actually fail to actually register that these are actually quite essential items that you need to take whilst traveling, especially for a long trip around Europe or Southeast Asia. If you did find this video useful, be sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video. Put any comments or questions down below, and let me know if there are any packing essentials that you guys take that are also often overlooked. And obviously, as I said at the start of the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more travel related content. But thank you for watching, guys. Till next time, goodbye.